So I've traveled a little further down Georgia Street. For those of you who live in Gary, Indiana, I'm closer to Broadway. So I'm closer to Broadway Avenue at this point. If I was to continue traveling on Google Earth, down Georgia Street, I'm going to one right into Broadway. Um, this is significant, and because this is, remember where in the last video I discussed that I would show you how you can enter and get close to the river area easily without any barriers. Well, this path here, it's raised, it's elevated. You don't have to drive onto the grass if you don't want to. You can literally drive right into this path, onto this path, this elevated path, and you can continue down as far as this trail will allow you to go. Yes, the Calumet River, at some point, I can only show you so much. I'm not literally in the area, driving in the area right now. But yes, you could potentially get out on foot, get out of a vehicle, and you will find yourself at some point at the banks, rather. So at the banks of the Calumet River, okay? You see how easy it is. It's discreet, being that a lot of people don't like to drive down this section of Georgia in the daytime, let alone at night. At night, it's kind of like it's not really happening. Late at night, early morning hours, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, it's really going to be a ghost area, so to speak. And you see, I just want to show you all this, how it's just very easy. You could just drive right down this path. Okay. Here's another pathway. You see how open that is? It's elevated. Now, there is some sort of barrier here. All right, just in the middle, okay? There's some sort of barrier here. It's not a full gate or anything like that. It's just a pole coming out the ground here. Okay? But it's cleaned up over there. It used to be a lot more trashy back in the days. A road that was a bit hazardous whenever it rained, and the raining, resulted in flooding, or when it was very icy out, right? From various snowstorms, etc. This is definitely not a road you want to be on at all. However, they've been doing some work, the city, on the pavement, right? Trying to clean it up a bit. That's why it looks a lot more cleaner these days than it previously had been, okay? So, it's really designed for someone to easily drive down this path and find themselves at the bank of the Calumet River. They can probably, drive their vehicle onto the grass, just enough where they're not getting stuck or anything. Get out and do something malicious. All right. So this area, I showed you an area that had barriers. Now I'm showing you, and it's right before you get into, or you're going to find yourself going back into civilization, so to speak, where there's like houses, right? And people living in those houses. So I want to show you this. This is more idea than this in terms of a car being on some shady stuff, someone driving the car and trying to like get in and slide back out, because it's just so open. This part of the road is just so open, right? So I want to show you this, and it's about approximately 2-3 minutes, 4 if you're driving slow, I guess. It could be 5 minutes driving distance. It just depends on traffic. Traffic isn't like just crazy and geary, especially on this side of town. Not at all. It's not. So you can get over here relatively less than 5 minutes relatively quickly, and even quicker late at night when like nobody's out, if you just want to fly over here, right? So I'm going to try to, now that I've shown you this, I'm going to try to angle the arrows, because I want to go in there. Let's see if I can do this while I'm screen recording this video. Let's see if it'll allow me to go in there. That's the challenging part. Like, to literally see how it does. I really do need to be out there. So I would definitely, I know it sounds crazy, but I would try it. I would try to drive down there at the most random time ever, but I would try it. I don't know who I'd run into, but I'd try it. I'm a bit of a daredevil. I try to drive down there and see what I can see, really. If I was there, I really would. I wouldn't be by myself. No way. But I'd try it. See, it won't let me go in. It won't let me go in. Alright, it won't let me go in. Jesus Christ. Getting these notifications. Sorry, I forgot to put this on sleep mode. So it's not letting me go in, y'all. I'm trying to figure out a way. I think, let me see something. Will it let me go the other way? Look at it. Don't want to let me go in there. Not at all. So all I can do is like zoom in and zoom out, it looks like. Okay. It won't let me go in there. I'm gonna keep trying. I'll do this probably when I get time. I'll try to. I want to explore the neighborhood as far as they will let me. I'll try to definitely angle this where I can go into that area. Okay? So for right now, I'm just going to see what civilization looks like right now. Before you get to this area, what civilization looks like. So let's... You're not supposed to be driving no more than 25 miles per hour here. What does the civilization look like? Okay. So we're at 3212. You see those are some sort of apartments right there. Gonna go down more. We're looking at civilization right now. See what civilization looks like. Those are the back area of apartments. Lots of wooded areas. Someone's... What is that? Let's see what that is. Let's see what that is. Oh, what is that? What does that look like to y'all? A garage? Or a house? You tell me what you think. Abandoned house or garage. Lots of abandoned structures everywhere. That's no surprise to me whatsoever. Alright. Just so you get a feel of, alright, before you even approach that discreet slide in and slide out area, what's happening further down the road, right? Alright. If you are really looking for street lights, there's none over here. It is pitch black at night over here. You can't see your hand in front of your face. Here we are on East 33rd Avenue here. I'm going to go back from East 33rd Avenue and I'm going to travel right back to that area, right, where you can kind of slide in and slide out. Travel right back to the area. I believe this is definitely what Mr. Rogers was talking about when he said it was a super discreet area where you can easily drive and find yourself really close. You have to get out and walk to it, to the banks of the Calumet River. Keep in mind, though, this is what I want to do some research on. Now, that was the big river, the Calumet River, that I showed you in the previous video that you just watched, where you see those pipes, okay? There is a little Calumet River as well, and it's so many miles. I'm not going to make up stuff, but it's a gap. It's like a big wide gap, and then it runs adjacent to the big river. I wonder if this is the little Calumet River Trail. And for those of you who are super familiar with where the little Calumet River is versus the big one, I showed you where the big river is. The big Calumet River is. It's called Calumet River, right? I'm wondering, you see the distance between where that big river is, right, versus where we are now. We're closer to Broadway. I'm really wondering if this is the little Calumet River Trail. Try to ignore those notifications coming up because I just forgot to put my device on silent. This could be. I'm just trying to use my common sense right now. See that big barrier right there? Or, oh, no, it's not a barrier. Hold on. Is it? What is that? Yeah, it is a barrier. Okay. This could definitely be the little Calumet because I did an aerial tour and I saw the distance between the big Calumet River and the little Calumet River Trail, which is an actual trail that looks like this. And when you go off into these woods here, see that water? See that? What should happen, based on what I saw from the aerial view, which is a sky view, you're going to run yourself right down in the middle of, smack in the middle of the little Calumet River, okay? If this was helpful to you in terms of really getting a visual more so of what Mr. Rogers was attempting to explain when he was saying that there was this road that's easy to just drive down and get lost on. You can kill your lights and all of that. If this has helped you to really, because I'm on the ground, this isn't a sky view, this is ground. Then let me know in comments if this has helped you significantly. Let me know in comments. We're zooming in on everything, at least that we can, right? Right, okay. Let me know. There should be some sort of intense search happening that is being conducted by the Gary Police Department of this area as well, in conjunction with the Lake County Sheriff's Office, in conjunction with the Indiana State Police, and in conjunction with the FBI, if law enforcement, if they actually have real intentions to close this case out and attempt to find either incriminating evidence or find Ja'Niyah. This is definitely, and the second, I would say, in my opinion, ideal area of interest going further down the road towards Broadway. You should see a large presence, and should have seen one, of various law enforcement agencies. That's if the goal is to do what's right. That's if the goal is to do what's right. Okay? Alright. Thank you so much for tuning in. Pebbles founder of Missing Lost And Trafficked for now. I'm very sadly signing out.